Glug, 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 glug. Wow!
Wow, Kevin, that looks like a cool glass boot you have there. Oh, Kristin, you have one as well. Let me just look for mine. I don't.
Yours? Mike, I found yours.
Spoil.
Are we doing this? Like, I know is it Christmas Eve that he does this?
No, so listen, I think he's gone rogue. He did like 6 of these on the cruise. He does them like randomly throughout the year. I think it's now like a big time thing.
This is the Tyler Hines tradition.
Yeah. So
here, I'll join you as Tyler Hines. Let me just unbutton my shirt except for the top 2 buttons here.
Wait, you know what? I'll join you too. Hold on a second.
I specifically wore.
I have my fingerless.
Yeah, nice.
I just want to drink my booze.
Roll the clap.
It's been a long, exhausting day. Your troubles just won't go away. One thing that gets you through these is watching cheesy holiday movies. You think that you're above them, but you know that you love them. So get ready to listen. Now here comes Kevin and Kristin. Oh yeah.
Was yours real booze, Kristin?
Yeah, it was Diet Coke.
Oh.
Mine was bourbon.
That's
Nice.
wow.
We better get this on the road. I'm gonna start talking crap.
Oh my God. No, I did. I have the first. He's got like 3 of these now. This is his 3rd year.
We are, of course, referring to, for those that are watching that don't know who we're talking about, we're, of course, referring to Tyler, our patron saint, Tyler Hines.
Patron saint, yeah.
What are we doing? This is we are in the episode. You got to do the.
Oh, we're back. Hi, I'm one of your hosts, Chris.
I'm one of your hosts, Kev.
And I am one of your other hosts, Mike G, everybody. Rocking the Tyler Hines from The Wisest Men.
That's a good color on you. I like that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Very nice color. I'll put both of these on.
One.
Fingerless gloves on season 4. No, we're in season 6 of Remark.
Yep.
And we're talking 3 of the Wisest Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we watched on Saturday, November 15th at 8 p.m. We watched The 3 Wisest Men.
This is the last family Christmas in the house.
No tears, no yelling. Acting all very grown up.
Let's make it the best Christmas ever.
The Brenner brothers are back in their biggest holiday adventure yet. With more merry mayhem and Christmas joy.
Christmas saved.
Directed by Terry Ingram, who has now directed 2 trilogies for Hallmark. The 3 Wise trilogy, as well as the Wedding Veil trilogy.
Ah, cool.
Written by Paul Campbell, Kimberly Sustad, I tried to say her name backwards, and Russell Hainline, who wrote things like The Santa Summit and Hot Frosty, as well as this year's Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper, which a lot of people have been saying, hey, are you guys going to review that? Kristin?
That's on me. I'm so sorry to our viewer at home. I will.
We were asked that twice. So it was
to our viewers at home. Yes, Chris has watched it. I need to review it. I'll do it right now in 30 seconds.
Go.
It was wonderful.
Great.
I'm done.
What are you going to do with the other 25 seconds?
No, I'll tell you this. I love that dude. His name escapes me right now. I loved him in iZombie, and I loved him in the Christmas House ones. He's funny. So when I saw that he co-wrote it, I was like, I'm in. And he's so darn charming.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good. And
Robert Buckley. We like Robert Buckley.
We love Robert Buckley. Thank you for bringing his name up.
You know what? This is unprecedented. What the hell? Let's do it. Let's do a real fast H3O.
Oh my God. I'm giving this character a 10. This dude was from the go.
A 10
was great.
Wow.
This dude was hilarious. This dude's super pretty.
Yeah.
This dude like never had like a flaw. And the lady, who is the ladybird in this?
Kimberly Sustad.
Thank you. So,
Connection.
like, this was so good.
Yeah.
And she was so wonderful. And she played a doctor, also a tie to this movie.
Yeah.
So like Kimberly Sustad, I think, is really a doctor.
I believe so.
Yes. Question, Kevin, you have a question on the floor?
Script doctor. Yeah, here's my question. Did anyone die in Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper?
No.
Okay. We've had no use
They're
for
not
it.
killing off. We haven't had to use our.
No.
I
I mean,
also throw
That
this
is
here.
my review of Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. 10 out of 10 and 10 heinies.
Oh, that's right. It's the reporter one. I was trying to remember why.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go back and watch that one. That was a good one. If you
Yeah.
missed it, which
Yeah.
everyone but Kristin did, go back and watch it. So, we're still in the middle of this review. This is like a discussion. We're doing review within a review, starring Paul Campbell, Tyler Hines, our dear friend Drew Walker. If you remember, he said I can call him Drew, not you guys, but
Whoa.
me.
Whoa.
And Margaret Collins. So,
Whee!
get into it.
To get into it, can I just listen?
Yeah.
This must be very tricky to do these trilogies. People,
Yes.
this must have been a heavy burden on Kimberly and Paul to just be like, get off my back, fans, but also thanks for being here, fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's a reference in the movie.
oh, they did it both times. They
Yes.
did it both times. Kimberly says it both times brilliantly.
Yeah.
And Paul goes with like a little,
When they make fun of the trilogy, like
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, because the fans want it. That's what they
Right.
said.
yeah.
Right.
So like, bravo, because sitting down, I
Agreed.
know sitting down to write any sketch, any little bit of anything, you're like, you have your own pressure, but to have outside pressure. So
Yeah.
bravo to team writing this movie.
Yeah.
Because I will say I watched it today and then I was like, maybe I should watch it again so I could talk about it even more because in the best way, it wasn't plot soup. It was it was plot stew in a good way.
Yeah.
Because again, we have these three brothers, so we need to be sure that we're telling them stories, but all of their stories were part of the main story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it stew, because then it's mightier than soup.
Salad, would you say? Because a salad doesn't lose. That's the thing with like a soup or a melting pot, right? Because that was always
Right.
But it's
No, a stew is hearty. That's what I'm trying to reference. Of like, we had meat, potatoes, carrots. You need all of those for a stew.
cockatiels.
Yeah.
It was a cockatiel soup or whatever that was. Parakeet.
And it needed
Mike?
Oh, it was. Oh wait, Mike's playing dead.
Mike,
He's doing what Jerry the
Playing
cockatiel
dead.
did. Hold on.
he's going to escape.
Someone open a window. He's gonna run out. Mike frozen like kind of a nice way too. He's not mouth open. He's not, so.
The funny thing is, he was like, you know what it need? Like,
If he's holding this and this is good. I mean, listen, Mike is not just.
I'm back. I'm
Oh,
back.
but your voice, yay!
He is
You're
back.
back.
Yeah.
That
Watch the episode, Mike. You'll love it.
It was amazing.
Did you hear me still saying my review about Steve?
No,
No.
it
Okay.
just
Okay.
stopped,
Yeah.
and we thought you were playing dead like the parakeet.
Like Jerry.
I was going to say about the plot stew. Why stew is a little better than our normal plot soup, right? When we use plot soup to be like too much stuff all mixed in,
Yeah.
was it needs some time. It needs some time on the oven to kind of stew and percolate and everything. And I think that's what this one did over the course of the trilogy. And I really liked, I both really liked, and then this also was a hindrance for me in this last one a little bit, but I'm gonna say what I liked first, is that this felt like the end of like a TV drama, like a series that we have watched, like This Is Us or Modern Family or something like that, something where we've watched these characters maybe, in 22 episodes a year, develop. And then this was like this happening that happened around the holidays what was weird is we've only really seen them 3 times, and kind of in silly, not silly is the wrong word, in sort of more holiday Hallmarky fashion, that this one felt uber serious to me. And I kept going in and out of it where I was like, oh, I really like the performances, the sort of gravitas of their situations and how they're handling it. But then I think every once in a while I was like, oh, we lost a tiny bit of like the fun and silly of these like 3 brothers. But that didn't make me hate this. It just made me be like, huh, interesting. Like, what a bold choice to kind of go more serious and dramatic with it and kind of take away the sort of, we're silly and we're putting on a school play and like we're wearing these costumes and things. I don't know.
I agree with that. There were a couple elements that they went against the grain of what they do in Hallmark, but it was to you guys, it was the same ingredients, but then it was cooked differently, specifically her selling the house. And obviously they played that the mom. The mom has put the house, their house they grew up in, on the market. And so often in a Hallmark movie, that is like the catalyst for like the strife and grief and for this, and this is also, I feel like you can tell you had a female hand helping helm this. It wasn't that, because like this mom deserves to move on, and and she even says like, we'll make more memories, but I can sell this, have money to be able to go off and do and like, of course, why? It's a huge house. Yeah, we could have done the thing where Tyler's character Taylor, very long stretch, opts not to go to San Francisco, which I really thought he was going to do. But even that, I was like, why wouldn't he? He's got the girlfriend. She's already said, let's go.
Let's go.
So like, what's the hang up? Yeah, your family's here, but it's also Seattle.
When I remembered that, I was like, all right, it's
not Chicago.
That's not New York to Chicago. Yeah.
So I definitely like this more than the second. I wasn't the biggest fan of the second.
Agreed.
It's not, the first one's so good because it was so different. It's what we, we take credit, but we had really wanted is this idea of, we do. Why not? Let me check IMDb. Are we on it?
Yeah, bringing the stars together of the world of Hallmark, or bringing.
I have to imagine there is a degree of not just difficulty, but like fear within a boardroom at Hallmark for that, because you have not just these 3, because obviously the 3 of them are going to do another film, but you had people like Ali Liebert in there. You have Matt Hamilton. You have Fiona Vroom. These are all actors who do other things within the Hallmark universe. And oftentimes, maybe not Matt, although he should be a lead at this point.
He should.
But they are lead actors. Yeah. And like to take up their time and go, we're going to have you be like a 3rd, 4th, or 5th hand. That's tough, man. That's got to be a tough sell to be like, we know they're marketable.
But it also
edgeball.
Yeah, but I feel like they also had a lot of fun. I actually really liked all the cameo moments. I think you could tell that they were having fun being a part of now this bigger thing than just a one-off Hallmark movie, right? It's the Wedding Veil trilogy. It's this trilogy. That's it. And it's always stuff that we ask for more of, like you said, Kevin. So it's hard for me to go super like nitpicky on it, because I think it just did what it needed to do, which was to be it's sort of the next step, I think, in their writing as Hallmark is like, can we make these things? And they do it. They do the series, right? That we don't really watch that go on Hallmark and stuff.
Kristin does, in fairness.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's the cowboy one, right? The what are that one? I don't know, but it felt super elevated in a really good way. And again, and I already said it, but the only moments I felt out of it when I was like, oh, where's the silly thing that was supposed to happen or whatever? And maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay to not have everyone just follow those tropes. Or whatever.
Because when we did, I will say this, when we did get the silly moments, I felt like, just like in a good improv scene, they were earned.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just like throwing you, instead of like National Lampoons, like we're just throwing silly at you, which is a different genre all itself.
Absolutely.
This then was earned, because then I genuinely like needed the laugh after, some very like, oh my goodness, like, more not serious stuff, but
no, of course.
Just, genuine relationship stuff between any of the couples.
Yeah.
And here's something interesting. I at one point was like, Tyler, come on. because which I never thought I would do in my entire life.
Yeah.
But he got it together by the end because I was like, don't be that dude. Don't be that dude. And I didn't think they would have him for some. I would have been real mad, and I was real glad that Kimberly was obviously in the writer's room on this. But if just dudes, and I'm not saying Paul, but just if a bunch of just dudes wrote this.
On Russell, though. Russell's got a proven track record as well.
That's fine. But I mean, just like maybe not Hallmark dudes wrote this movie. Yeah. There would have been like a misunderstanding moment between Fiona and Taylor.
Yeah.
Of like his new girlfriend seeing him with his old girlfriend, and I would have been pissed.
Yeah. They had like a quick scene. They had a quick scene where she sort of busted in, but then it was resolved.
But that was, and she was like, "That's your ex. Why don't you just?" And like, that was enough. And then she wasn't mad. She was just frustrated of like non-communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess. No, totally. And I think then that is where the more you talk about this and specifically each one of their things, right? Because each one of them have a thing, you know, there's the babies, there's the wedding, and then there's the commitment issues, right? Which we've now retread 3 times. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I do think how serious it was and how dramatic and well acted. There were moments where I was like, ooh, we couldn't come up with something different.
Well, I think that's also why Monroe, or Lachlan Monroe rather, was so important to play Bob, the stepfather to be.
Yeah.
Because you just needed something else, or else Paul's character is Stefan is treading the exact same thing he has already done twice.
Yeah.
And like, while that may be kind of baked into who that person is, which I completely accept that, we've seen him grow. So like, sure, different situations he may encounter very similar results previously, but then that kind of reverts how much he's grown. So to bring this guy in who kind of throws him off his game, who's going to be his father-in-law, and he's super tough, has a pet parakeet, which was such a
random, but it was such an interesting thing of essentially this parakeet was like he accepted this animal more than you know, but it's the choice of it being a bird and not like a dog.
Absolutely. But I think that was part of the playfulness.
Yeah.
But I think he also rescued, if I'm not mistaken, when he was on one of his tours in Somalia, I think he said he rescued Jerry and I'm like, how bizarre. I didn't even look.
So it's very
There was a couple. Yeah. It's funny. You mentioned National Lampoons before, and there were some that was a lampoony moment, right? The bird flew out the window and gets hit by the whatever. The gerbil or what was it? In the tree, the wild animal, and it was a hamster. I was like, and then they just went on, and I was like, oh, I guess that was that bit. Like those were the moments there was a little like, sure,
there was
whatever.
definitely. I am curious because I don't think I pay for Hallmark Plus anymore, but there's the extended cut on Hallmark Plus now.
Yeah,
and I am curious, like. There's obviously always stuff left on the cutting room floor, and I'm sure they shot so many more scenes. There's always that possibility of like those connecting scenes that us ding-dongs feel are missing, that the average person does not feel is missing, but we do just because we're storytellers. We're like, what was the connection between that and that? Yeah. And there was something with the journal. Like, I know it came from that dude from like the tree and more pets thing, but why did he think that he got bit when his shoes were on? Were the dad's shoes off?
He had to have, because he ended up stepping on a Christmas ornament.
Well, that's what anyway. So
Unless
it was just it was very National Lampoony moment of that cat and the squirrel. And
without a doubt.
Yeah,
definitely. There was even like making fun of the filmmaking experience itself when Mark Leclerc, he's always going to be Matt Hamilton just because he is. But when he pulls up in his car and then he goes to park and is immediately in the
my God.
Paul can't believe he goes, how did you get here?
You get here, he's like, I'm always here.
I was always here. And then for him to deliver the present at the end, a la Santa, like, this is where I want Andrew on the show or someone on the show to say, hey, I get it. And I know that it's like, this is not fan service, but the fans wanted this and you guys delivered and good for you. But is there the possibility of a spinoff with Mark Clark?
I need a whole.
Yeah.
I forgot about him too until he showed up. So it was fan service for me. It was definitely like Tobey Maguire showing. I was like, that guy. I forgot about him.
There was the moment where they were like out by the car, and he was like, when did that show up? And I thought he was going to point at Mark Clark's house again of like the lights, but
I thought he was going to buy the house, Chris. I thought Mark.
I thought it was
buy their house.
That would be amazing if Mark. That would have been awesome. But
he was good. That was another good example.
Neighbor.
That was another good example of sort of like it was getting super serious, and I was like, oh. And then we went back, and like that was fun, and the hijinks of trying to get to Santa in the mall and stuff were fun.
And turning into the director from last year, Mr. B, that was great. Like
back
to a guy
I knew the elf. I was like, this elf has larger payoff.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't discover what it was. What's wrong, buddy?
Yeah, I'm glad that they honored the previous movies. You know what I mean by having characters return, because they could have very easily just had the three of them and done their whole different thing.
I also thought it was cool because in the second one, like Luke's wife and like was not in it at all.
Right. Yeah,
she like went somewhere. So I thought it was nice that we got to bring that actress
totally
into it.
Ali Liebert too. Ali Liebert wasn't in the last one at all. It was the whole. They had gone to Chicago, and it's referenced in this, but it was nice to bring them all back, especially if this is the final. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I have a few silly things I'd like to remark on that I thought were delightful.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things is this is the first time that Andrew's skincare line showed up in a motion picture.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
It was in the beginning scene where he's doing his breath work.
Yeah.
And he's talking to himself. It's just like on his bathroom shelf. And I was like, yes, okay.
I hope you have Hawaiian King then.
I was going to say, let's not forget King's Hawaiian and Home Goods Store. And
Home Goods was fine. I mean, it was so obvious. But the King's Hawaiian, when he literally said it, and I was like, that's a nice product placement. And then they did another product.
They did another. Her carrying it in.
Yeah.
Like a baby. It's like, wow. Well, no, because we had Hallmarkable rehearsal today, and Dan in the cast was like, that entire movie's a Home Goods commercial. And I was like, no, it's not. And then I was like, oh, wow. If this is how movies are made, this is how movies are made. They laid it into it.
Yeah, that like kind of penultimate scene where they really laid into it when they were like around the table and
when
like
they're like decorating.
Out.
Well, that was like when it used to be Balsam Fir was like
Balsam Hill. Balsam
Hill. And it was like, do you have ornaments? And it was like everyone, and like you would take out the tree. Hey man, you got to make movies somehow, and sponsors
make movies somehow. Yeah.
I do want to ask this question. This also goes back to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. When the hamster, guinea pig, when the rodent of undeterminable size out of the tree, that is what clues Bob into the idea that they didn't cut this tree down, they bought it, which makes no sense because the squirrel is in the tree in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because they literally cut down. They went into the forest and cut it down, and it was like in its home, and they brought that into the house. So what was it about the fact that there was, I mean, again, other than it was like a child's pet that was in the tree, what made him realize they didn't cut this tree down?
I think because of all the other like lies, I guess.
Just that, okay.
Or just like the
I think that was the fed up. Yeah, that was the fed up moment kind of thing. It was I think it was the shenanigans. I think he was like tired of the shenanigans, like the shenanigans of this family.
Yeah, he's like,
and being like, I can't deal with this every Christmas.
I need to hang out with my best friend who is a cockatiel, I have been told by my assistant running around here came and yelled at me.
Also, another amazing moment was Andrew Walker's character Luke holding his wife's purse while she was shopping the entire time. I will say this was a fine example of just a lovely partner. The way he was holding it was like, he was just holding, like, I don't know, because I think, and this has happened, like John has had to hold my purse at times. Like one time I was going on a roller coaster and he didn't feel like doing it. And John was like, I got it. And just like, didn't know how to like hold a bag. But at least Andrew put it on and was like, but holding it still like it was, I don't know, it made me laugh. And then when they got even home, he still was holding on to it like it was a baby. And I'm wondering if I would love to ask him if he was, I don't know, like, was that in the script? Like, Luke holds purse, like, or if he was like, I'm going to hold this purse like it's a baby for my character.
He had a very good twins reveal too, I thought, with his like very like we would not allow you to hold the twins in these clothes in a hospital, but it was perfect. He was just like, all right, here they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then other favorite I'll talk about this in H3O, but like Tyler's comedic chops as this particular character.
Yeah. It's a lot of him.
It's a lot of him, and it's sometimes Dirks from Letterkenny. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Dirk shows up like just a little bit, but like the kinder side of Dirks when he's like sitting there at the strip club in Letterkenny, like, oh, very nice. Very like so when he sees Fiona and Fiona grabs his hand in like when they're in San Francisco still, and he's like, and he makes all these amazing faces. So props to the comedic chops. And then he does it again later when he's like doing the axe work. When he's like holding that axe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to keep a straight face, man, with those three ding dongs. Probably a good time, the three of them.
They had a lot of fun.
Those are my silly things.
Well, and that's what makes these ones infectious in a way, no matter how we care about the plot. I think it's just watching the three of them. And the other actors they surround. Margaret Collins is so good in this one too, as their mother. Oh my gosh. Like I was like, oh, I believe this, like that they're just a very close family, and these three brothers happen to like always be around. Towards the end, I did say like, maybe now it's time. Maybe it is time to be over. Maybe you need to go and leave your mother to live her life and move out of the house. I know they don't like all literally live there, but
I feel like there's opportunity to revisit later, not next year, probably not the year after, but let it breathe for a while. And if you ultimately want to come back, there's a lot, you know, presumably the father who left them is still out there somewhere. There's the idea that the other two guys could have kids, and then it becomes like almost a Full House situation. So there's a lot of things they could come back to without retreading this exact thing, especially the idea of Luke now being like a father of three, like an established father of three if you don't do this for 5 years, or if you do it in 5 years, but you say it's 10 years later. A lot of white in the hair, Kristin. You know what's up.
Also, I'm gonna push back. I want one of the brothers not to have kids. I want one of the couples to choose not to have kids,
which is great too. I think that's great.
I feel like that's Tyler's character.
Yeah. They'll just have a dog and cats.
Maybe that's fair because they talk about that with the dog, but he hinted at it more than Paul's character. But I think that's a great thought too, Chris. Yeah. So
just that, like, that's not all families.
You're right.
What did y'all think about? Because I think the three of us should all have a medieval Christmas war.
And a ball pit. I know they were
and a ball pit adventure.
Scenes, but yep, absolutely.
Oh my god!
Down with both of those things.
I would be so down to clown.
No dance.
They were LARPing.
No dance.
Yep.
And I think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's like, don't expect the expected.
Yeah.
Like, let us have some new.
Where would you have done it? I mean, that would be because they weren't
at the final. Yeah, they were. Right, so the whole point was they were trying to have the best Christmas ever in the last Christmas in that house. Yeah. And they never really got there. Yeah. And I think that was the point, right? That like, it's okay. We got married, you have babies, like we won over the father, like all the nice things. The kid got his stupid toy that he wanted, right? Like all the nice things happened without it being this like Hallmarky Christmas, you know.
And
so that's where it would have happened. Yeah,
right.
And so that's where it should have happened, or you know, like. But then they chose to go a different route, which again I liked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though part of me was disappointed, weirdly, I don't know. I liked it. I liked the new direction. Yeah.
I think you're right, Mike. I think it also spoke to like this idea that if Tyler's character moves away, like families. I think that's why some people love the Hallmark very older ones that are traditional because. Again, I get why people watch these because it is something that's safe. It reminds them of how it used to be in maybe their family or something like that.
Yeah.
but families are all so different now and not in the same place.
That's a good point.
And like, I know growing up, we did a very traditional sort of thing. And then when both sets of my grandparents passed and my dad passed, we were like, what do we do now? Because they were so involved in it. So you just have to change things and be okay with those changes. And I think this movie really kind of shined a light on that of like, it's your family that's the tradition, not the things or the place. And I think that is...
And new people being a part of the family, new kids, new partners, new parents, you know what I mean? From other,
And Mark Leclerc has not moved away, so
we can still have the spinoff. We can still have the spinoff.
Oh man,
yeah,
I love that dude. He can show up in any movie and just be Mark Leclerc. Also,
can he show up in a segment called?
Speaking of dudes,
H3O. He's not in this one though. He's not in this one.
I feel those
So I put all 3 of them up. I figured we would just like we'll do individual. But we're gonna rate the cute brothers out of 10 heinies. 0 out of 10 heinies. 0 being get out of here. 10 being Tyler Hines. And it's very tricky because Tyler Hines is in this movie, but he's Taylor. So
Taylor Hines.
I think, straight across. Kevin, you want to start, buddy?
Well, what am I doing? Am I doing each one individually or them as a whole?
That's up to you.
Well,
I can start. I think I got this.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
hit it.
I'll keep. Okay, so. Individually, I'm going to go backwards here because of this. I'm going to start with Luke, older brother Luke, friend of the show, Drew Walker. I thought his character he did nothing wrong. He was a very good person in this one. He didn't have too much. He was very supportive of his kid and his wife and the new babies coming. And like you said, he held her purse and he was looking out for them. He didn't get into too much tumult in this one as much as the past ones. He was just a really good, I thought, older brother. And he looked chiseled. He looks great in all his little sweaters. And I'm going to give him a pretty high score here because we also love these guys. We've got 3 movies now. We've grown with them. So we're getting a 9.7 for Luke. Yeah, 9.7 for Luke. All right, Paul coming up next. Stefan. He also, I think they wrote themselves pretty well this third time around. Some trickiness with the father, but I actually put more blame on the father and sort of his resentment to like accept new people. And so I think Paul, who Stefan, who had sort of issues with his social interactions in the past movies, has come a very long way as well. And again, was super cute and adorbs with his wife. So I'm going high again, 9.6 for and then come on, last week I rated Tyler a 10 gajillion to I think Kristin's 10 zillion, right? 10 zillion, unfortunately I just did not like the 2 button thing, so he's only getting a 10 million from me this weekend. So Tyler Hines, so 9.7, 9.6, 10 million. There we go. That's as brothers, as a trilogy, as brothers. Again, it has ups and downs, but we like the overall direction of these trilogies. I think these brothers are great. They look in their suits there. Come on, put that on the wall, get them all to sign it and stare at it every night before you go to sleep, waiting for Santa. They get a 10 bagillion again.
Bagillion.
I get 10 bagillion. All right. Does that mean that throws it to me?
Yep.
I'm not going to disagree with much of anything you said. The thing I really like about the character of Luke is this is his first go around with the birth of a kid, because
true.
He came into the picture, so he wasn't there for the birth. So he's kind of all in on this. They know it's going to be twins, so you're not surprised by that. But I did like them shopping. I like him learning all of that stuff. And again, he was in it. I also like that when the call came out in the firehouse, the chief doesn't go.
He doesn't go.
You go. I'll watch your nieces and nephews. It's fine. And then the nieces and nephews really didn't do anything wrong. The one kid picked up a fireman helmet, and another one did grab the hose. And it's like, it's not hooked up to anything. But he just freaks out, and I love that because it's like, you're done, buddy. This is hard on you. So what did you say? A 9.6? Is it a 9.9?
I got 7 for Luke. Yeah.
I'm gonna go just under a 10 and stick just straight up 9.9 on this.
Ooh, all right, nice.
Nice.
So had he been here tonight, easily a 10. So, Stefan, is it Stefan, right?
Stefan.
Stefan.
I think we're saying Stefan because of Saturday Night Live.
I know, I can't help myself. Yes, Stefan. The same issues, the same problems that he's previously had. So I'm like, come on, bro, we gotta work on that. I did love though the moment when they're having this serious conversation and the water drips on her. So he's holding, because the whole time he's holding a broom, and I'm like, why isn't he holding a Swiffer? Like, a broom seems so archaic. It's like it's such an old. And he takes it and just looks up and hits it in the water, and I was like, I love how dumb this character can be. Very successful. So he'll go a little less than the 9.9. I'm going to go 9.8 there.
Yeah. So far we're on.
Let's get into Taylor though, because this go around, guys, I got to disagree with Mike as far as the buttons, because clearly he's offsetting. If we look at Kristin's artwork here, he's got 2 buttons buttoned in the one picture. In the other one, those 2 buttons are not buttoned, and I think that's his way of saying, you don't know what I'm going to do.
You don't know what I'm going to
Don't try and figure it out. I do love that the other brothers have their ties. Luke's is pulled down a little, like I'm cool, I'm hip. Stefan's is up, like, oh, this is me. And then there's Taylor with no tie, but it's there. It's there. Just like around. He's like, I'm not.
The buttons down. The buttons open from the top are normal. I'm talking from the buttons coming.
No, I'm
out
aware. I'm saying he's offsetting. Sometimes he's doing.
I see.
So
it's a tease. It's a different sort of tease. I get it.
Yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh my god! All right.
Scene. He was buttoned to the top, and it was buttoned the whole way down, again with no tie, and then they had the no suits.
Also, why is that so hot?
It's just like, I'm not going to wear a tie, but I'm gonna. So you went 10 bagillion? Is that what you went?
No, just 10 million. Just a cool 10 million.
I do believe Thomas went 10 bagillion at one point, and how can I stop that little kid from saying that about his uncle? I'm going to go 10 bagillion on this.
Bagillion. I agree with everything everyone said except for Mike's button theory.
Get out of here, Mike.
Come on. Nobody wears their shirts like that in real life. Anyway, keep going.
I love it. He's being very creative. I also love this like scrunched pant with his boot look. I'm always here for a fingerless glove situation. His hair, you quit it. When you shave, quit it. When you shave the side, I think I'm starting with Tyler, which is weird, but I couldn't stop talking about him after Kevin was talking about him. When he was wearing that all black suit, my heart grew 3 sizes too big. Okay? It's like a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah.
And also his comedic timing, it's just like
very charming. Very charming.
So, like, Tyler is 10 infinity.
Yeah. Wow. That might be the highest score on Remark. 10 infinity. Yeah.
And then we'll go with Paul Campbell's character, Stefan. I would climb that like a tree. Like, he's so
tall. That's high.
He is a tool. They make fun of his height.
Yep.
But I like it.
Woo.
The awkwardness of Stefan, I kind of dig because I feel like I could fix him.
Yes, you could. I know you could.
You know what I mean?
Cute.
And there were so many moments where I wanted to punch Bob in the face, especially when he's like, have you dreamt about your wedding since you were a little girl? And I would have been like, yeah, Bob. So that's why I'm glad that Tyler's character was like, yeah, Bob, he has. But anyway, Stefan I like, and I think Paul Campbell is really dreamy.
Yeah.
So I'm giving him a 10.
Okay.
Andrew Walker is my buddy, my pal. I think he's the nicest.
Not good enough for you to call him Drew, though. I'm just saying. That's
I know, he only said that to you.
It's true.
But I do use the skincare line. Thank you so much. And I'm now Kevin told me that I'm in the commercial, and I didn't even know that.
That was because a friend of the show, Michelle, told me. I had no idea, and I was like, "Wait, what is this? Why, Chris? Why didn't you tell me this?"
I think we can put a link to that. We could put a link to that in the description. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
John saw that and thought I edited it together to put me in it, and thought it was like a bit.
I wondered if he hired you to edit it and you put yourself in it. I did. I was like, why didn't Chris ask me to edit this?
But anywho, Luke's gonna get a 10 million.
I think we did. I think we all kind of had the same relative scores, just different slight numbers. Yeah.
And Mark Leclerc. A 10 every time.
Bonus review. Yeah.
Every time Mark Leclerc gets a 10.
Mark Leclerc gets an 8.9 for me, and here's why. He's thirsty, and he needs to stay thirsty. I can't. You give him that 10, he'll come back.
I see what we're doing. That's a good point.
You're right. You're right. Also, we forgot to do the segment of Who Would Chris Play?
Hold on real fast. We didn't forget. I wanted to bring it up because friend of the show, Jay Rambo, they emailed me and also said who they think you would play. I think we're all in agreement on this. Yep. Do we? I don't know this character's name, but do we?
I don't know their name either.
I can't remember
1, 2, 3 like last.
I can't remember the profession. I'm trying to remember the profession quickly.
I don't know what we would call it.
So it is the same person.
I think we're thinking of the same person.
Like it used to be Lamaze coach, but that's not Lamaze anymore. So yeah.
The doula? I don't.
Birth coach. Birth coach is how Jay identified them. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
She came on the scene eating something, and I was already like, oh, why didn't they call me?
Yeah. Well, the fact that she calls her husband or partner by the wrong name, and they did a cutaway to that person, I loved it. I loved it so much.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
It was really, really funny. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I give this movie 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. If for any reason you were down on the second one, give this one a chance because I do think this is better than the second one.
Agreed.
Yeah. I agree. I think sort of you need to. I don't know what you would do if you just watched this one by itself. I think you. Yeah, I do. So I do. That's the only reason why I can't give it like 2 rave thumbs up. I do think as like a trilogy of characters that we followed. It's a solid watch to watch all 3 together now. And I actually think they might play better if you kind of watch them back to back and not wait a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're more, because I think they're more like episodes of a TV family drama versus sort of these like, these epic, like have to wait a year in between. So anyway, I think as a trilogy, I give it 2 thumbs up. Each individual movie had its strengths and weaknesses, I think. First one being the best. Second one maybe being like the weakest-ish, you know what I mean? But and this one, we're just, I don't know, fun, good drama.
I would even go so far as to say the weakest one so far, because it's going the Indiana Jones route for me right now. Sure. Obviously, Raiders, perfect. And then Last Crusade, better than Temple of Doom. Yeah. So when they do their Crystal Skull version, they may have Shia LaBeouf in the actual film. We'll see what happens.
What are we watching next? What's on our list?
I think the good.
The Bills?
Yeah, I think the good New York
Bills
team, if I'm not mistaken.
The Bills.
Yeah. And
that one does look fun because it's like a scavenger hunt type of thing. So that looks kind of fun. And Andrew Walker has a cameo.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of cameos.
Yeah, holiday touchdown, the 22nd.
Yeah.
What's happening in your worlds, y'all?
Get ready. Like I said, rehearsals for Hallmarkable are happening. And I may have convinced Kevin Reagan to be in one of our shows.
Nice. Cameo.
I'll do it.
Because so there are 9 people.
Julie just goes, wait, what?
Julie.
I mentioned it, I think.
Yeah, he's going to do it. It's on. So if you want to see Chris and Kevin in Hallmarkable, come out on Black Friday at Comedy Sports Philadelphia at 7 p.m.
Matt Hamilton, there will be 2 tickets sitting in the box office for you. You just have to say the code word, which is Mark Leclerc. Dark. I don't know why, but that's
If he comes, he can be in it.
Then I'm not going at all.
No,
Listen,
you're coming.
Hamilton, you're in the show that night. I'm going to stay home. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Nope.
It is, yeah. I looked at the calendar.
No, it is. That's why we couldn't get enough people in the cast.
That's why you're like, hey, dummy, want to do this? I do another podcast with another young lady who yells at me the way Kristin does, but it's my daughter. And it's called the Perfect 10 Podcast. And as I mentioned last week, we are watching Gremlins this month. That'll be out the first Monday in December.
Whee!
Huzzah. I am doing our annual Drunk Christmas Carol. We read the original performative text that Charles Dickens himself wrote and performed as a one-person show, but we split it up amongst 9 to 10 silly people, and we play drinking games and do shots and get drunk, all in the holiday spirit. So that will be December 12th at the Rat, December 19th at QED, and then maybe a third performance back at the Rat. So, yeah.
Are you going to be there? Do you know yet?
I will not be on in the December 12th show.
Okay.
I will be on the December 19th, and I think we're adding one on maybe the 22nd or the 29th. So stay tuned. We still have to figure out a couple things in the next 24 to 48 hours. So.
Cool.
Huzzah!
Keep us posted.
Yeah,
We
I'll
did
let you
it.
know when
We did it once again.
We did it. And now Kevin and I have to go watch the Eagles game. That's
Sure.
why I wore a green but Hallmark. I mixed both themes together.
You do have a feel right now of Judd Nelson from
I know. Whenever I wear these
Careless
with
Love, but it's
my
a whole
jean jacket, it really gives it off.
Yeah.
I'm doing the
We gotta
best.
keep backing up. We can't back all of it. Just get up and walk. Yeah. Oh.
This was great. You look great, Tyler Hines. Now do
Thanks-
the top
thanks, Tyler
two.
Hines.
Do the top 2 as well. And see what
No, it's a counter. No, it's a
That's
counter.
your own thing. It's like it's the whole.
Now my shirt's just off.
Whoa!
So.
Roll the tape!